And before I went to bed every night, I put in the Star Wars tape and I'd watch Star Wars. And then the next night I'd watch Empire Strikes Back. And then I'd put in the Return of the Jedi tape.
Hi, this is Dave. I'm a lifelong Star Wars fanatic. And if you're like me, you love Star Wars. And the best part of Star Wars is talking Star Wars. The worst part of Star Wars is talking Star Wars and it degrading into a hate debate. Let's face it, Star Wars fans rarely agree on anything. But they all agree that they love it. And that's why I want to change the conversation from this is what we hate about Star Wars to what does Star Wars mean to you?
When you first meet her in The Phantom Menace, she's this 14-year-old who's queen of a planet. And as a young girl, that is incredibly inspiring and empowering to see.
On the new podcast, What Does Star Wars Mean to You? I'll talk to Star Wars fans ranging from industry insiders to indie artists, from mega collectors to obsessive mythologists, people like J.C. Reifenberg, the creator of the geek bar Scum and Villainy, and Ben Acker, co-creator of the Thrilling Adventure Hour, and TV writer and showrunner Javier Grillo Marxwatch, to find out how Star Wars impacted their life and why they still love it after all these years.
You know, like the classical music my father listened to that I found so boring suddenly being interesting to me because John Williams' score is so evocative of so much classical composition.
At the end of Rogue One, it was so moving for me because it brought me back to that 10-year-old. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is where it's going. And I was weepy.
Actually, the first time I told my husband I loved him, he legitimately said, I know.
So join me, Dave, every Thursday and get into the conversation of what does Star Wars mean to you? Listen on iTunes, Spotify, and everywhere pods are cast. And let's bring a little light into the galaxy.
Hey, you know what? I could do this all day. I mean, it's talking about Star Wars. This is basically what I would be doing anyway, so.
Hi, this is Dave. And before we get to the show, I wanted to ask you a favor. One of our goals this year is to grow the show so that What Does Star Wars Mean to You reaches more listeners. And that's where we're asking you for help. And it's really easy. Wherever you listen to us, please hit that subscribe button. If you're liking the show, give us a 5-star rating and review on the platform you listen to us. We make a lot of fun of the algorithm and the smash that button thing, but it really does help us get noticed by new fans. And if you want to join in on the conversation, find us on social at Star Wars Mean to You. That's Star Wars Mean, the number 2 in the letter U. Now, let's chat some Star Wars.